What's up, guys? So today I'm going to be doing a top 50 video games of all time. I just recently watched a video of Joe Bartolozzi do this. I've seen other people do it before. I wanted to do this to show you guys, obviously, my own top 50 video games, but kind of for myself as well to figure out what my own top 50 video games were. Put a decent amount of time into this. Hopefully, you guys like it. So let's just get into it. Also, before the video started, I wanted to say that this is obviously a subjective video. This is not an objective 50 through or 1 through 50 best games of all time. This is my favorite game of all time. So yeah, I just wanted to put that in there. So before we get into the actual list, I wanted to just give a quick honorable mention to a few games. We'll just go across the top and kind of go left to right. Starting off with Roblox. Roblox, obviously, it's hard for me to rank it a little bit because it's kind of a place where people make games. So I feel like it's not really fair to put it. Hydro Thunder Hurricane, goated boat racing game. Played it on the Xbox back in the day. Right under my camera is Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit was just a pretty cool racing Need for Speed game. I got some other Need for Speed later on. Another honorable mention, a Dispatch. I wanted to put Dispatch as well because it's kind of like a story more so, a video game. At least that's the main thing that I liked. Stumble Guys, fun mobile game. Played it in high school all the time. Free. We literally would fill up classrooms with like 30 guys, and we would all be in one Stumble Guys lobby. I remember buying the battle pass to get the punch or like the kick or whatever it was, just so we could like troll each other and kick each other off. Fruit Ninja, obviously OG mobile game. Helldivers. Helldivers is a really fun, like friend game to just trying to kind of progress. It was a cool concept. I wanted to put it in here. Tak and the Power of Juju. This is the oldest video game that I can remember playing. I played it on my dad's PS2 way back in the day. I don't even remember how I got the game, if it was his or someone else had it, but I just remember doing this, and you had a little blow dart, and you could ride around on the Rhino, but it was a pretty cool game. Story game. It was a Nickelodeon TV show. N Plus was a demo game on the Xbox 360, and basically it was just like this platformer, and you were trying to grab all these little yellow dots. But when you die, the ninja would like blow up, and I just remember me and my brother were thinking that it was so funny. And finally, on the honorable mentions list, we have Lethal Company. Lethal Company is kind of like the start of the, I guess, friend slop category that just you're trying to get to a quota, kind of is forever going, just trying to see how far you can get. A lot of funny memories. So yeah, now for the actual top 50. First game, the finals. The finals, really cool game, super cool concept. You know, you just have like this money aspect in a game show. I like all the different classes, light, heavy. Yeah, I like to play heavy and just get the RPG and just blow people up. I know that's kind of cringe, but a pretty cool game. 49, we have Grounded. This is a really cool survival game, super cool concept. You're getting shrunk down and you're trying to live in the grass. Obviously, bugs and stuff are kind of creepy, and now like they're huge compared to you. So the bosses are like spiders and even like fish and wasps, and there's all these different bugs, and it's just pretty cool game. Number 48, we have MX versus ATV Untamed, specifically on the PSP. Me and my brother would play this game all the time. It was super fun, goated soundtrack. It had like a race element and like open world element too, if I remember correctly. You could kind of take your quad or dirt bike or whatever you wanted, kind of wherever you wanted. And I have a lot of memories with my brother playing that game. Number 47, we have MLB 2K12. So a common reoccurring theme you're going to see with some of these games is creation. When I was a little kid, I had this obsession with just creating characters and creating teams. And for MLB 2K12, it was no different. I would create every single person that was on my baseball team that season. I would take them through spring training, through the regular season. It was just, I had so much fun playing it. And it also had a pretty goated soundtrack, too. Number 46, The Headliners. This is probably my favorite friend swap game. It's just like all the other games. You have a quota. It's getting up. You're trying to get that quota. But the way you get the money quota in this game, you're trying to take the best pictures. And the way to get money for pictures is doing funny poses or getting close to monsters. Me and my friends just always were trying to get funny poses in front of the monsters. There'd be giant monsters. You're sitting there making funny faces or like just flexing. It was just a good time. Number 45 is Fight Night Round 4. Again, like I said, customization. I would always make fighters and take them through different weight classes. You could customize their shorts and their gloves. I remember I'd always give them camo patterns. This game reminds me of my uncle a lot. We would play this game a bunch. It would be like, oh, winner gets to hit the other person in the arm as hard as you can. Well, he's 10 years older than me, and I'm playing this game when I'm probably like 7, so we can assume who got hurt worse by doing this. Number 44 is Splitgate. Splitgate was so fun, such a cool concept with the portals and stuff. Such a shame that it died so fast. Number 43, I kind of just lumped all of the IO games into one. Krunker IO is like a just FPS type of game, but obviously the two goats on the right, we got Agario and Slither.io. Play these all the time in elementary school after tests or even just sitting in class or whatever. I had to put them all together because it was hard for me to just pick one. Number 42, I have Portal 2. Super fun puzzle game. You could literally hop on at any time and just do some puzzles with your friends. It's super cool that it's 2-player. Number 41, I have Cabela's Big Game Hunter 2010 on the Wii. The gun that you could see here, you'd put the Wii remote in the front and then the nunchuck in the back. It was so cool. It was honestly kind of scary. I could still remember that first level. You get to the end and there's this giant grizzly bear that like comes out of the woods and you just have to blow it down because it's charging you. And I just remember being terrified. Me and my brother would be terrified playing this game together. So much fun. There were so many different levels and you'd go to like different areas. Awesome game. Number 40 is Phasmophobia. So I am a big scaredy cat. Being scared could be fun. For this game, it certainly is. Going in there and trying to identify the ghosts and stuff is super fun in a group. Fun game. 39, I have Clash of Clans. Clash of Clans is the mobile game. I still get on Clash of Clans every once in a while, collect all my gold and elixir, and upgrade my base. And I've literally been playing this game for like 10 years plus at this point, and it doesn't seem like there's an end in sight. I still hop on, like I said, all the time, but I just progressively am upgrading, trying to get my base better. Number 38, I have NCAA Football 11. And as you can see here, mascot mashup. I never played NCAA 14, so I know that's a lot of people's like go NCAA game. But my brother, when we went to the store one time, liked Tim Tebow's jersey right here, so this is why we got this one. But mascot mashup was so fun, doing backflips and crazy spin moves and jukes. Me and my brother would think it was hilarious. I would play a lot of the time as Stanford. Mascot was a tree, so your character would just be a tree with no hands, and the ball would kind of just be like floating there. And I thought that was just hilarious. Also, high school. Playing in high school is the way to go. That you play through high school, and if you do good, you get good offers from different schools. It was awesome. Number 37, I had to put in Among Us. Among Us was so fun during peak COVID. You would play games and games and games just waiting to get imposter. And it was just such a fun time. Definitely probably influenced by everyone just playing video games and being inside, lying and trying to deceive people. It was super cool. Number 36, I have Far Cry Primal. So Far Cry Primal is actually the only Far Cry game that I've ever played, but I really enjoyed it. I've played it through maybe a couple times, and I always tried to get the different tames. I also really liked the upgrading of weapons. I would try and get the club and just one-shot people. Super cool game, really cool. At number 35, we have Mario Super Sluggers. Mario Super Sluggers was just such a fun Wii game back in the day, man. Characters having their power-ups and just everyone hit differently. Like Donkey Kong had the boxing glove, and like Mario had the fire pitch. You could go and steal home runs by jumping off of your teammates' heads, All the different maps were like a little bit different. It was just such a fun baseball game. Number 34, I have Cyberpunk 2077. I will preface this by saying I am still playing this game. Once I'm finished, it will likely be higher on this list because I can already see that I like this game a lot. It's a super cool story, and the world is just so awesome. It's super cool. I'm building like a full, just like hacker build, just trying to one-shot people with hacks. I'm sure once I finish this game, it'll be up much higher than 34. At 33, I just had to put it in. CSGO and CS2, I just lumped them together. Arguably the best first-person shooter of all time. I haven't put too much time into it. I maybe have 200 hours on CS, but I just had to put it in. It's a very good game. It's very solid. You know what you're getting when you're playing it. Fun times. I like rolling for cases too, even though I probably shouldn't. I haven't gotten a single good thing out of any case ever. Number 32, I have A Way Out. I've played this game twice now with two separate people, and both times that I've played, it's been amazing. The story is so good, and for those of you that know, big plot twist at the end. It's just such a cool concept. You're playing split screen the whole time, even though you're not there with the person. Number 31, I have Ark Survival Evolved. This game is a little bit... It's more than a little bit. This game's pretty bad, but the bad parts of it make it good. One of the bad parts is you can make your characters look outrageous, and I always thought that was so funny. To make myself just like super tiny, giant shoulders, giant biceps, and just like tiny forearms, or just whatever endless combinations of funny looking people, that might sound bad, but that you could make. I also like playing on just like all the advanced servers, so you can immediately just get crazy tames and build giant bases. It was just a really fun game for the time when I played it. Number 30, I have Titanfall 2. Story was so good. I loved Titanfall 2 story. The multiplayer was awesome too, all the different classes, and the movement. The movement was so good. EA, please make Titanfall 3. At number 29, I have BTD 6. I was contemplating BTD 5, but I feel like BTD 6 is just a little bit better for me. I still regularly play it on mobile. I love the grindness of this. I'm trying to black border every map. However, I'm not really keeping up with the pace of maps. Maps come out faster than I can black border the maps that are already there. Just such a fun mobile game. Number 28, I have Madden 20. Madden 20 was the first Madden with X Factors, and X Factors were just such a cool thing. Madden was already like this arcadey style football. It's not real or true to real football, but X Factors just brought it up another level. And for those who know, Eric Dickerson, 94 overall, came out, was just terrorizing Ultimate Team. I actually chose Barry Sanders, but Eric Dickerson was just another level. That card was insane. At number 27, I have Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs, for whatever reason, my parents let me have Watch Dogs, but not GTA. So this was like kind of my intro into that type of like game, I guess. It was super cool with the hacking. I remember you could blow up manhole covers, you could turn lights green, whatever it may be. But me and my brother and my cousin, we would always play this game, and we would sit in this store and we'd block the back door with a car, and then we would get the cops called on us and just sit there for hours with each other and just see who could survive the longest. The story's amazing too. Aiden Pierce is such a cool character, but really cool game. At number 26, I have Subnautica 2. I love this game. This game's in early access, but it doesn't even really matter to me. It's already, as you can see on number 26. I'm sure once the full game comes out, as long as they don't bomb it, it'll be higher up on my list. These are kind of basic explanations, but the atmosphere of this game is just so fun. You're completely underwater. The map is... there's so much to explore within it. You progressing from your little sea glide hands to the whatever the sea moth is called in this, the tadpole, all the monsters. There's that scary aspect to it too that keeps you like on your toes, I guess, and makes every new exploration, it has that level of intensity to it. At number 25, I have Battlefield 1. This is my favorite Battlefield. I love the World War I aspect of it. I forgot what they were called in the game, so I just said big things, but like when the train comes, the dreadnought, or like there's the big zeppelin, just adds that extra level to it. But Battlefield's super fun, and I still hop on Battlefield 1 occasionally just because it's a super chill game. At number 24, I have Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. So this is my favorite Need for Speed game. You could choose to be a cop or a racer. I would kind of flip between both. I remember you could like knock the cars out, like you could crash them off the road. If you were a racer, you could crash the other racers. If you're a cop, you could crash the racers you were chasing. The narrator on this game too, when you would pick cars, it was so sick just listening to her explain cars in the way she did. And I really think that those like car selection screens were kind of what started my like car interest, I guess. At number 23, I have Mortal Kombat X and Mortal Kombat 11. I just wanted to put them together. I like both of them. I didn't put Mortal Kombat 1 because I don't like Mortal Kombat 1 as much. I've put hundreds of hours into both of these games, learning the combos and just testing them out in 1v1, learning all the different characters. I also just love the story of Mortal Kombat. Also, with it being a 1v1 game, there's no one else to blame. It's literally all you, which for me, that kind of makes it more rage inducing. But when you do something good, it makes it that much more satisfying. At number 22, I have Delta Force. Specifically, Delta Force Operations. I think that's what the extraction shooter version is called. This fills the void in my heart of another game that we'll get into a little bit later. This is a pretty good extraction game. It's a little bit more arcadey than I would like. I would like it to be maybe a little bit more realistic as far as the gunplay. But this is a really solid game. I would honestly play this game still. Just the hackers. It's like a mainly Chinese game and a lot of hackers. That's probably the biggest issue with this game, unfortunately. Number 21 is Destiny 2. I could still remember this game coming out. I got my wisdom teeth taken out like a few days prior, and I was still out of school. And the first day that Destiny 2 came out, I grinded it because I was staying at home. And I just remember all my friends coming home from school that day, and I was already like 150 light or something like that. But Destiny 2 was so sick. I would put Destiny 1, but I played Destiny 1, but I didn't play it enough. But Destiny 2 for me, specifically the beginning, was just it was just on a different level. The hype, it was so awesome. At number 20, I have Super Mario Bros. For the Wii. This was an awesome game, specifically for me and my family, but it was just such a fun game to play with the family that I wrote the Bones roller coaster level because I don't exactly remember what it was called, but there was a level where there was this roller coaster that was like a dry bones, a big long dry bones, and I just remember that level being like insanely difficult as a little kid. This game just brings me a lot of fun memories with like my family as a little kid. At number 19, I have Skate 3. I love skateboarding in real life, and Skate 3 is definitely a part of that. It is super goofy. It's also super sick, all the different trick lines and stuff you could do. And like I said right here, Hall Meat was just so funny. Me and my brother would always think it was hilarious just doing the Hall Meat challenges and then eventually getting the meat skin. At number 18, Madden 11. This is my favorite Madden of all time. And like I said, this is when EA was hungry. The intros to just the intros to a game were there was so much more life to it. The intro with Drew Brees talking crazy, I was ready to run through a wall with the inspiration that he was putting in me. Also, the intros to like each individual like game that you were playing with all the fans, they were doing like tailgates outside. And like I said, I loved customizing stuff when I was a little kid. I would customize full teams of created players, 99 overall, just to create another team of full, like as low as you could put them, like 55 overall. And I would run full 15-minute quarters on a rookie and just absolutely blow them out of the water. I don't know why I would do this, but I can vividly remember being a little kid and scoring like 300 points on this other team. At number 17, I have to put Sea of Thieves. I am a pirate legend on this game. It was worth the grind. Grinding all of the different groups, like the gold hoarders and stuff. The different quests are so fun, and tucking on ships, although very hard, is so satisfying. Stealing some loot, stealing an Athena chest from someone on some Summit 1G type stuff is so fun. At number 16, I have League of Legends. I have a love-hate relationship with League of Legends. I have thousands of hours on League of Legends, and it is a life-sucking game. But while I say that, I've put thousands of hours into it, so it has to be somewhere on here. I still do enjoy it, and I have hundreds and hundreds of funny moments. For me, this was my first MOBA, so there's nothing quite like it for me. I've had a lot more fun with it recently. I've kind of taken myself away from the rage aspect and just been having fun. But this game, it's something. At 15, I have Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Maybe this will give you guys some perception as to what my childhood was. But I didn't have Xbox Live up until like maybe 2016. So every Call of Duty before that, I never experienced to its peak. So like I said here, I would play mostly just custom games. But I would play custom games, create all kinds of different classes, 1v1 my brother and my friends and stuff. It was fun. Zombies was awesome too. You knew it was going to be on here somewhere. On number 14 is Fortnite. I remember the Battle Royale hype is at its peak. PUBG is the biggest game in the world. And my friend's like, dude, there's this new Battle Royale like PUBG that's coming out on Xbox. It's called Fortnite. I downloaded Fortnite day one. I'm a true OG. Everyone and their mom knows about Fortnite. Building took this game to a different level. In the beginning, obviously, building was less of a thing. People would just kind of build bases. Then building turned into what you know it as now. Crazy edits and cranking 90s and triple edits, and Fortnite had to be on. At number 13, I have Call of Duty Black Ops, the first one. This was my first Call of Duty. Again, I would just play custom games with my family and friends, but it was so sick. Playing this game was so awesome. The campaign was so sick with Reznov and Mason and Woods. Also, Zombies was actually scary. I was a little scaredy cat. I still am. And Zombies was an actually terrifying experience. But it was a terrifyingly fun experience. At number 12, I have Rocket League. Rocket League is so different. Like League of Legends to me, Rocket League is, there's no comparison. Your skills in this game don't really transfer to anything else. And I've put hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours into this game, grinding ranked, grinding in the practice, trying to hit ceiling shots and flip resets and ground pinches. Like I said, trying, not actually doing. I did some of them, but getting a good flick on someone or hitting a double tap or something is just, there's like no feeling of getting a nice backboard read and just slamming it into their net. Number 11, Apex Legends. This is my favorite Battle Royale. Again, another thing about this game, like Rocket League, is the mechanics. Super gliding, tap strafing, wall bouncing, all these different things, trying to pretend like I'm Fade, were just make the game so much fun. I remember peak COVID, Season 7, playing with my friends, grinding ranked. I recently got back into it, and I know why I love this game, and it's for the reasons that I just said. But this game is so fun. Now, going into the top 10. At number 10, we have Valorant. So competitive. I've put thousands and thousands of hours into this game. This is maybe my most played game of all time. Probably not. I think number 1 is. But this is probably second. This game is so fun. I played it day it came out. Was grinding it during COVID. Flicking on the people's heads. Buying fire skins. Knives. Whatever it might be. While I don't play this game as much anymore, I have been getting back into it a little bit recently. This game had to be on the top 10 because I put so much time and effort into this game. At number 9, this is maybe an unknown game to some people. This is the Cycle Frontier. This is the game that I was talking about when I was talking about Delta Force filling a void. This is an extraction shooter. You're on some alien planet, and instead of there being like scavs or like normal human NPCs, it's all aliens. There's a weather element. That's how like the map gets reset and the loot pool gets reset. But this game was so much fun. Me and my buddy would sit with Bulldogs, which was this 2-shot little shotgun pistol, and we'd sit in this admin building and just wait for people to walk in and just blow them away and just take all their loot. But I would have geared runs. We'd have 0 to hero runs like that. It was such a fun game, and it only lasted like a year and a half, and then the servers got shut down. And I was devastated when they shut the servers down. At number 8, Mario Kart Wii. This game and the game after this are just like my childhood. Mario Kart was such a fun game. I had the little Wii steering wheel like they're holding. I would grind all the different CCs, 50, 100, 150, reverse. This game was just so amazing. And I put Rainbow Road right here because that was like the final boss for us. Like beating Rainbow Road on 150cc or like on reverse was like this impossible task. But along with this game being my childhood, at number 7 is Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort. I just put them into one. Literally every single game on both of these games is so fun. Specifically on Wii Sports Resort, the like platform duel game, me and my brother would like duel on the game and then probably duel in real life because me and my brother got into a lot of fights. These games were so fun with family. I love playing them. I would always play them with my brother. Such good games. At number 6, I have Call of Duty MW3. I can remember being a little kid and waking up at like 6 a.m. on a summer day, and I would just boot up MW3 and just play the campaign on repeat. Because again, I didn't have Xbox Live, and maybe my brother was asleep or whatever, so there was no multiplayer. I would grind this campaign. Also, Spec Ops. Spec Ops on this game was so fire. Me and my brother and my uncle and whoever else, it would be Juggernaut round. Best believe I'm going over to the little computer, I'm buying a Hellstorm missile, blowing bro out of the sky. Spec Ops was like just so fun. This like arcade, it was just like for those of you that don't know, it's kind of like this arcade mode, like the Modern Warfare series version of zombies a little bit. It was awesome though, and I love this game. Now into the top 5. At number 5, we have Red Dead 2. Maybe a little bit of a basic take, but this is one of my favorite pieces of fiction in like the entire world. The story is so good. I think Arthur's like redemption, I guess, is amazing. There's so many little details and different ways to play the game. There's all the different interactions you could have with NPCs and the trophy animals. I love this game. At number 4, GTA 5, and specifically for GTA Online. I have played the GTA 5 story, and it is awesome. But GTA Online is where it's at. So many memories doing heists and different missions and just grinding. I remember me and my friends do like money glitches for missions or heists or whatever. And for me personally, it was all just to buy cars. GTA 5 for GTA Online had to be inside the top 5. Amazing game. GTA 5 at number 4. Number 3, you probably knew this one was coming up somewhere too. Minecraft. Minecraft is the open world game. Literally endless. You could play Minecraft forever. I still have a hardcore world that goes all the way back to COVID, and all started because of like the Luke Denotable era. I still hop on every once in a while and will just get into a little phase. I try to tell myself instead of getting into a 2-week phase to get into a 2-week phase of that world and just put more into it. Minecraft is so fun. Playing with friends, playing with mods, playing high pixel servers like Bed Wars and Sky Wars. You knew Minecraft was going to be up here, and it is top 3 on the podium. Minecraft number 3. At number 2, Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Now, Call of Duty being this high on the list might ruffle some feathers, but I loved this game. I loved multiplayer on this game, but for me specifically, zombies carried this game. Every single map, Shadows of Evil, Der Eisendrache, Zetsubo, Gorod, Revelations, Zombies Chronicle. Zombies was so awesome in this game. And not even talking about custom zombies on Steam now with all the different Steam maps. Zombies, for me, carries this game all the way up to number 2. It sucked that this campaign was so bad. Train Go Boom. But multiplayer was also super cool. Supply drops kind of sucked. This was my first game that I had Xbox Live on, and my first game to really experience the true multiplayer experience of a Call of Duty. So that probably heavily weighs on this ranking. Call of Duty Black Ops 3 is my favorite Call of Duty of all time, and it is number 2 on this list. Which leaves us with number 1, my favorite game of all time, Rainbow Six Siege. Now, I've put thousands of hours into this game. I love the competitive aspect of this game. I love that there's so many different ways to do it. There's so many different strats. I got into Pro League for this game. I would for real sit there and watch like Pro League games, and I would have favorite players. I even played in some tournaments. They were nothing, really. I took this game really serious. I would grind it. At some point during like early high school, I was somewhere like top 10,000 NA, which isn't that crazy, but there's also just such a feeling of nostalgia for this game because I played this game all the way almost in the beginning. Year 2, Jackal and Mira came out. That was my first full season, and from that moment on, I was hooked. And I haven't played it in some time. I feel like I'm a little bit washed. I'm kind of unk now. But when I did play, I was that guy. Don't get it twisted. I had all the strats in the bag. I knew all the different angles, where to reinforce, how to set up sight, how to attack. I love Rainbow Six Siege till this day, and that is why it is number 1 on my list. And with that, guys, I just want to say thank you for listening to me rant about my top 50 video games of all time. Let me know in the comments whether you agree or disagree, or maybe what your number 1 game is. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.